Alright, and welcome to a late night episode of Tre Plays. Today tonight, sorry, we're gonna get started on Skald against the Black Priory. And of course I titled it wrong, against the Dark Priory. But let's change that really quick to Black Priory. Thank goodness I have a separate computer for streaming purposes. It's the Black Priory. Alright, if you haven't heard anything about Skald, it is a turn-based strategy computer RPG with heavy storyline and also choose your own adventure. And if there's anyone watching, you can play along with me. So we're gonna start a new game. Choose a visual style. Default is recommended. This can also be customized in the settings menu. We're gonna change the font a little bit bigger. Oh, we could change the text background to black or classic. Let's just go with the classic, and we can put a CRT filter on too. That's cool. Kind of like the CRT filter, but let's disable that. We're not playing on a CRT, so. Alright, so I changed the font size up one. Color 1, color 4. I like color 4. Alright. We shall continue. Welcome to character creation. Start by picking a difficulty for your playthrough. Difficulty can be changed during play. Narrative mode is the difficulty for players who would like to experience the game's story and setting with a minimum of focus on combat and grinding. Easy mode is a great way for players who are new to this style of role-playing game to experience Skald. Combat is forgiving, and there should be little need to optimize character builds. Dice rolls are weighted in the player's favor. Normal mode is the game's intended difficulty setting. There is only very limited artificial smoothing of certain dice rolls. Hard is intended to offer the player a challenge without feeling unfair. Dice rolls are slightly weighted in the opponent's favor, making them more deadly. Let's go with... I kind of want to go with narrative, just because it's less grindy. But let's go with normal. Normal is okay. Miss smoothing is 3. Attribute rerolls 1. Player rerolls 1. Enemy rerolls 1. Cannot do a combat heal. You can be encumbered. And you can die. Ignore food. So we'll have to eat, and we'll have to kill trash mobs. Okay. Next, select a class for your character. Classes define a character's role in the party by adding certain exclusive abilities. Arms Master. Archetype is Warrior. The Arms Master is a warrior that does not have a specialized feat tree. Instead, the Arms Master has access to all the combat-centered feat trees. And they start with extra development points to represent their martial expertise. The main attribute for this class is Strength. We start with 11 development points. We get 5 HP per level. No magic per level. And they can use any armor. Battle Mages. The Battle Mage, Magos, is a Magos specializing in the destructive spells of the Fire Magic School. Unlike other Magi, they also get access to a few basic combat-related feats and may wear light armor. The main attribute for this class is Intellect, and we'll start with 7. What are those called? Development points. And we get 2 HP per level and 4 magic per level. Can only wear light armor. See, a champion is a cleric who excels in the use of blades and armor whilst still having limited divine spellcasting abilities. The main attribute for this class is Presence. Start with 7 development points, 4 HP per level, 4 magic per level. Guild Magos is a spellcaster who can develop all the different arcane spell schools fully. This comes at the cost of having absolutely no combat-related feats. The main attribute for this class is Intellect. The starting development points is 11, HP is 2 per level, and magic is 4 per level. Can't wear any armor at all. They use light weapons of type blade, club, and bow. Hierophant is a cleric who can develop all the different divine spell schools fully. This comes at the cost of having absolutely no combat-related feats. The main attribute for this class is Presence. Starting development points, 11. Get 4 HP per level and 3 magic per level. Can only wear light armor, may use light and medium weapons of type club. Okay. And a Hospitaller, or a Hospitaller. The Hospitaller is a cleric who serves as the frontline healer. Well armed and armored, they can stand their ground against overwhelming foes, whilst also getting access to the highest tiers of the Body Magic School. The main attribute for this class is Presence. You get 7 development points, 4 HP per level, and 3 magic per level. May use any type of armor, may use light and medium weapons of type club. An officer. Alright, an officer is a skilled warrior who serves as a force multiplier through their tactical skills, issuing orders across the battlefield. They vastly improve the performance of their fellow party members. The main attribute for this class is Strength. They get 7 development points. 5 HP per level. May use any armor and may use all weapons of type blade, axe, club, and bow. Alright, a ranger is a warrior specializing in ranged combat and with access to limited nature magic. The main attribute for this class is presence. They start with 7 development points, 5 HP per level, and it looks like we get 2 magic per level. They may use any armor. They can use all weapons of type blade, axe, club, and bow. And a thief. A thief is a rogue who uses stealth to set up devastating backstab attacks. The main attribute for this class is agility. They start with 7 development points, 3 HP per level. They can only wear light armor. They may use light and medium weapons of type blade, axe, club, and bow. I'm thinking ranger might be kind of cool, or officer. Or a champion. That's kind of like a... It's kind of like a paladin, I would think. Maybe we'll go with officer, I think. We'll buff everyone. Alright, let's continue onward. We'll get 7 development points. Alright, now we get to select a background for your character. Backgrounds add points in skills, influence, starting conditions, and narrative content. Alright. Acolyte, you claim a connection with the divine. Well, we're not doing that. Courtier, your time spent kissing noble arses has made you a master of navigating the cutthroat politics of the imperial lay courts. Diplomacy and awareness, that might be pretty good for an officer. And criminal. You are an esteemed member of the Empire's teeming underworld with a special knack. No, that's more like a thief, ex-legionnaire. Just get a carry more. A guilder. Like so many of the Empire's young and promising, you were recruited into guild service at a fairly early age. As the saying goes, work for the illustrious guilds tends to leave you with gold in your purse and blood on your hands. A noble, an individual of old blood, he learned long ago that wealth and connections tend to open doors that are otherwise closed to the filthy masses. That sounds pretty good. A sailor. You've heard the call of the mother of the maelstroms, and salt water now runs in your veins. Whether on the deck of a gilder caravel, or manning the sails of a meager fishing sloop, you feel most at home when you're at sea. Cell sword. It's like a mercenary one. Street rat. Like a thief. Vagabond. And a wildling. No, none of those. Kind of thinking a noble, just because I'm an officer. So we get +1 to diplomacy, +1 to lore. Let's do it. Distribute points to your primary attributes and skills. These go a long way towards defining your character mechanically. Alright, so we get 6 points in skills and primary stats. So we need our main skill is strength. Primary stat, strength. Measure of a character's brawn and physical power. This attribute influences athletics, melee damage, and melee to hit. Agility effects, thievery, crit chance, initiative, range to hit, and dodge. We're gonna do one more into strength. We're gonna go 1 into agility. Just because I'm interested in crit chance and definitely initiative. If I get to go first every time, then I can do buffs. And presence. Character's ability to read and react to the surrounding environment and people. And how about some fortitude? Alright. Hopefully that doesn't break my character, but we'll try it out. Diplomacy is used to lie, bargain, or sway others in negotiations. It influences prices at merchants. A general knowledge skill. Athletics are used to jump, climb, swim, or sprint. I'm gonna put 1 into that. Forage for food, navigate difficult overland terrain, and also determines a character's general knowledge of nature. So we're gonna go with athletics. Another awareness and diplomacy. And then we're gonna go with diplomacy. Oh no, lore. Just a general knowledge skill. Alright, athletics it is. Alright, I think we're good. We got 5 in athletics, 4 in diplomacy, 4 in awareness, and 3 in lore, 2 in everything else. Alright, and we have 7 points to distribute. These are the feats derived from your class. Distribute your development points in them to gain benefits and new abilities. Alright. Bred for war. Ranks 0 through 6. Arms mastery, melee accuracy, ranged accuracy, and precise strike. Leadership initiate. Well, we need to do that. Increased diplomacy. Inspiring kill. We'll do increased athletics. Calloused hands, huh? Alright, we got 1 in there. Increased toughness. And charger. I don't think I want to charge in. We'll do arms mastery. Brutality. Axe accuracy, shield training. Shield training. Alright. So we got melee accuracy, shield training, increased athletics, increased toughness, increased diplomacy, inspiring kill. Assuming that's a skill I can use to buff everyone. So let's continue onward. I think we're good. Oh, and we have accuracy, shield, yeah, and shield training. Finalize your character by editing their appearance. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's change the main color though. Go with a dark blue. Navy blue. With a white cloak. No, with a black cloak or dark blue. Can't tell what that is. Secondary color? Oh, pants. Alright, let's continue onward. We gotta name him. How about Karstein? Alright. Prologue. On the wine dark, raging seas of the Outer Isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves towards the cursed island of Idra. That's cool. Quest started. The Zephyr, updated journal waking up. The moan of creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness of the ship's dimly lit hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. Rise well rested and ready to go. Get up, mouth dry and head pounding. Rouse yourself from a deep meditation. Oh, we're good to go. We'll rise well rested and ready to go. You get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting up on deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing on the situation. Be on your way. Alright, WASD. Oh, shift highlights everything. That's cool. I like the graphics in this. It's got a fog of war around. Oh, nice. It's got a time, the day, and it even has weather. That's cool. Oh, you can make a camp. That reminds me of the old Ultima. You can view inventory. Right now we have whatever that is. Oh no, it's a pile of gold. And we have 11 gold. Okay. Okay, we got passive bonuses. Shield use, diplomacy, toughness, athletics, melee to hit, lore, and diplomacy. When killing an opponent in armed or unarmed melee combat, all allies who witness the kill get the inspired condition for 1 turn. Well, that's cool. And we have Traveler's Garb. Rough but functional woolen clothing, well suited for travel and adventuring if you can learn to live with the itching. Oh, this is to cycle. This is everything, weapons. That looks like party inventory. Attributes. Yep, character. Why am I a female human? I didn't choose female. Did I? I guess we're gonna be a dude-looking female human. Okay. A desk with a maritime navigation map. The map is labeled the Outer Isles, and a course is drawn towards an island named Idra. Idra, the main island of the Outer Isles. Its main settlement is the port of Huron, a once prosperous port and fishing village on the island of Idra. Alright. Looks like a treasure chest over here. Something just struck the ship. Interactables. Mousing over an interactable object will make a yellow outline appear. Left mouse click to interact with the object, right mouse click to examine it. Holding down shift will highlight all interactable objects in view. Some objects are hidden and won't be highlighted until they are spotted. Sweet, we got a mace. Oh no, a light club. 1 to 3 damage. A crit is 1.5 times the damage. And a dagger. 1 to 2 damage. And crit is 3 times. Oh, I see. Gotta clip this. 1 to 3. I will use the dagger. Alright, we have a door. To your surprise, you realize that this door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you could slip the lock with a thin blade, or use something to smash it. We'll use the dagger. You slip the dagger through a gap in the door, and lift the bar that was locking you in. The door begins to creak open. As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out cries from the deck above. You should make haste. Oh, it's dark in here. Oh, there's a treasure chest over here. We'll loot all that. There's some armor here. And a helmet. A bow. Oh nice, a short sword. And some arrows. What's that? Moderate attunement tonic. Restores 12 to 18 magical aptitude. Lesser tonic of vitality. Removes conditions with tag bleeding. Heals 10 to 20. Okay. Now we're all geared up. Let's see, can't cast a spell. View the journal. Oh shit, there's factions too? That's cool. Let's check out the character. Got 900 experience to go. Can I take this torch? No. I spotted something. You Stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils, and as you look around in the dim light of the hold, you realize someone or something fought for their life here. The same moment the thought hits you, a hiss sounds from the shadows. Hiss. You squint towards the shadows as a hunched, feral-looking form slowly slinks forwards. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail leave no doubt of the creature's rodent nature. Though, as it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common shipwreck has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss sounds behind you, and the abominations lunge at you. Attack. In combat, characters act in order of initiative. You can view the initiative order by using the initiative widget on the left side of the screen. Mousing over the widget makes it pop out. Note that mousing over a name will make that character's outline flash on the battlefield. The widget on the lower right side represents the character's action points. The yellow pips represent movement points. The violet pips represent attacks. You can move a number of tiles each combat equal to your movement points and attacks. But spending attacks to move means you won't be able to attack that turn. This is a good way of moving extra far. Performing an attack will clear out all remaining movement points. In other words, attacking will end the character's turn in most cases. Pressing shift in combat brings up the tactical overlay and makes it easier to see the exact positioning of characters and the underlying grid. In the settings menu, you can toggle the tactical overlay to be always on during the player's turn. Make ready. I'm gonna go back one. Okay, so here's the pips. It's our turn. We need to hit this rat. Okay, perform attack. And perform attack. Okay. We gained 106 experience. Got 2 rat tails. Door over here? Oh no. Got potatoes. Let's get the potatoes. What's that? Got a lantern. Nice. We can light up the area now. Oh, there's 2 barrels here. Got some salt. And a potion of cure disease. Okay. Like a staircase there. Let's, I guess, go up the staircase. You emerge onto the ship's lower deck as your eyes adjust to the darkness. You become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. Karsten, here at last, growls a rough voice. Who's there? Show yourself. It's Roland. Where the tides have you been? Why are you skulking around below decks planning our landing? Why? Mind your own fucking business. What's going on? I was below decks planning our landing. Why? The island is in sight, but the damn guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. If we turn back, we lose our shot at the girl. Did they say why? Only superstitious bilge. They claim they saw something in the water. Either way, our boys are about to show them some very real steel. I knew I'd regret chartering a guilder ship. And you'll regret not stopping our boys from murdering them if you don't get to the damn deck. Agreed. They deserve disciplining, not death. Listen, I've been doing this since you were at the teat. Let's just get on with it. Let's go, for all the good it will do. Wait, there's a few sailors up ahead, rattled as a pair of rabbits. Is there a way past them? There are 2 doors ahead. Take the left and we should be able to sneak past them without any trouble. Anything else I should know? Let's just get off this bloody boat. Motioning for you to take the lead, Roland falls in behind you. From above, agitated shouts can be heard. You've added a new character to your party. Press Q or the character portrait to swap the party leader. The current leader's attributes are used for tests outside of combat, such as for awareness or stealth. Familiarize yourself with the attributes and abilities of your party members and have the right characters take the lead depending on the circumstances. When a new member joins your party, they level up to your current level. Because of this, we now see a level up icon on your new party member's portrait. This icon will show up whenever a character is ready to level up. Alright, so he's a level 1 arms master. Cool. Let's put his... Oh no, he's already got the stats. Looks like he carries a big giant fucking sword, a 2-hander. That's cool. He's got studded armor. Can I give him these potatoes? No. He's got 11 distribution points, which is cool. Let's give him bread for war. And melee accuracy. Heavy weapon accuracy. Alright. So he's got 6 points and bread for war, which gives him second wind. He's got melee accuracy and heavy weapon accuracy, heavy weapon damage. And we'll give him increased toughness. He has maneuver abilities. Second wind. The cooldown is 2 turns. Targets the character themselves. Removes conditions with tag bleeding. Oh, nice. So he has a way to heal bleeding. Cool. And we're gonna switch back to our guy. So there's 2 doors up ahead. But I just spotted something. Let's check out this chest. And in the chest is thieves' tools and gold. And that's it. A grindstone. Can't use the grindstone. What's this? A note is scrawled in crude letters. Cook. Cannot stand another meal of salted fish. There is a limit to how long a man can live on salt, potatoes, and perklin. Take heed, or get a dagger in the eye, you cheap bastard. Alright, there's a barrel over here. There's some perklin. And there's a workstation, so this game has crafting. That's cool. This is the crafting screen. To create new items, double-click ingredients in your inventory to place them in the workstation, and then press craft. Recipe list is the left column, represents known recipes. You learn new recipes by experimenting or finding them in the world. Alright. So we can make salted fish. Nice. We made some salted fish. Alright, and it said to use the door on the left. Press the hide button to go into stealth mode. Alright, let's go into stealth mode. Oh, I just made some noise. Oh, oh no! The sailors stare at you wide-eyed and terrified. Dead emperors, it's coming for us. It whispers to me. One of them draws a weapon with shaking hands. Oh, they're scared. I can say, get away from me, or use diplomacy versus 10. Say, calm yourself, you're guild sailors. So I get... My diplomacy's 5, and that's added to a 2d6. Let's roll. Alright, successful. The men stop dead in their tracks, seemingly shocked back from their momentary lapse of sanity by your words. The pair blinks towards you in a moment of indecision and then stumbles up to the main deck, and the tumult that seems to be taking place there. Sweet. Means I can possibly get some stuff over here, like this chest. Oh, got some more salt. There's a chest here. A shoddy wooden chest with 5 HP. We can pick it. We have very, very low thievery, though. The difficulty is 10. We can definitely force it. And it is unlocked. Oh, there's a shield and a masterwork short sword. Let's go into our inventory and we'll equip that. And we'll equip the shield because we have shield use. Alright, and there is a bed. Don't need the bed. What's this? Another lantern. And there's a door here. A flimsy wooden door. We'll force that too. We just bash the shit out of it. There's a table here. We'll loot that. Loot all those potions. There's a table here. Loot all that stuff. What's this? You recognize the corpse of one of your crewmates. A young man of barely 16 years called Solom. The youth has been mauled to death by what you assume are the grotesquely altered rats you encountered just minutes ago. The corpse is still warm. Ah, poor Solom. Oh, got a fine dagger there. Might be able to sell it. Alright, I think we're ready to go up. Oh, what's this? You're ready to go upstairs. Oh, what's over here? Yeah, let's go upstairs. Oh, snap! Mutiny! You emerge onto the deck and see two groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and the frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention to you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. Let's address the mercenary leader. The mercenary leader, Estavo, flicks his dark eyes to you, but keeps his blade fixed on the desperate captain. There's a reason he's known as Fireblood to his men. Estavo, you'll get your money, but let me handle this. A cruel smile twitches into life on Estavo's wind-weathered face. There's only one rich noble girl, but we can always find more sailors. The ship's captain bristles at these words. Captain, why have we not dropped anchor? Something dire stalks these shores. We cannot approach without risking the ire of the whore. A jittery mutter of agreement rises from the sailors, causing Estavo's eyes to darken even further. What horror? What have you seen? Naught but glimpses. My men have seen the shadow of something deep in water, stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that. Estavo glares murderously at the captain. You renege on our deal based on a glimpse? Foolish superstition. Take us in now. Estavo, do as you wish. There is desperation in the captain's voice. We are seasoned sailors. We do not balk at shadows. We need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of. We're out of time. Sell us in or argue the point with Estevo. You speak sense, perhaps it is better to turn around. Or Estevo, have at it. You speak sense, perhaps it is better to turn around. We're out of time. Sell us in or argue the point with Estevo. Estevo turns his steely gaze from you to the captain. Let me spell this out for you, Sea Dog. We contracted to rescue the girl. But if you don't get us to the shore, we'll get you for free. The mercenaries you hired all shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. Something changes in the captain's expression. He stands tall. I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast while I have command. Diplomacy versus 10. I believe you, but my contract with these men does not mention your survival. A few of the ship's crew lower their weapons. The captain's eyes flit between you and Estevo's murderous grin. He sheathes his blade and speaks softly, his voice barely audible over the snapping sails. So be it. May the deep have mercy. And we use some diplomacy to figure out the situation, and we gained 300 experience. Let's leave. Suddenly, huge, monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estevo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inwards and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck, others snap the masts like they were matchsticks. You stand frozen in place. Through a haze of splintered wood and panic screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle, but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. Let's go to Roland's aid. You dash towards the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck, and wounded men beseeching you for help. Roland hangs by one arm from the side of the ship. Let's try to grab him. You lunge for Roland's arm, but he loses his grip, and your fingers close only around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly downwards. You watch as he is swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. Abandon ship! As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving into flesh. The impact of the water winds you. The waves pummel you down. The currents beseech you to go deeper, ever deeper. Peaceful blackness. Sink. Two weeks earlier, Alright. I'm gonna be AFK for 1 second. I gotta bring the animal inside. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, we lost all our equipment. It's doing a flashback by 2 weeks. So let's see what's going on. Let me talk to this guy. Guardsman dressed in the livery of the noble House Baron. House Baron. The House of Baron is one of the richest and most influential houses in the north. The current head is the Lord Cato Baron. The guard scowls somewhat at you. Arms Master Lyra awaits you at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you've not already done so. An aging, armored man in the livery of House Baron stands and scowls at you. Eyes like coal peer out from a craggy face, fringed top and bottom with wild, white hair. Return his challenging stare. The older man crosses his massive arms, steps forward, and leans toward you. So, young sellsword, come looking for a scrap, have you? Though his voice is full of gravel, there's now a glint in his eyes, as though the old coals have begun to warm up. Gideon, you old fool! Stand aside, old man, I have business with your lord. A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. Gideon may be older and grayer, but from the force of his hug, you don't reckon you'd have any more chance of beating him now that you did as a 12-year-old. Go easy, old boar. Good to see some things haven't changed. Gideon steps back and allows you to breathe again before grabbing you by the shoulders. We heard you and your father's passing. Truly, he sits with the golden dead now. Tell me, how did he die? Let's not dwell on old wounds. Do you know why I'm here? Master Cato will chew your ear plenty when you see him. Parston, Lyra, the new Master at Arms, awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you. And don't ask her not to if you think I had a temper. The joke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled house guard's voice. Oh, I could do a diplomacy save here. I shall look for Lyra, or what are you hiding from me, old boar? Oh, we'll just go look for Lyra. If you want to explore for old time's sake, take this lantern. Lord Baron will wait, and we don't want you getting lost in the hedge maze again. The man laughs heartily and hands you a small brass lantern. Whatever may come to pass, it did this old warrior a barrel of good to see you again, girl. Old man slaps you on the shoulder in parting, almost knocking you off balance, and then seems to remember something as he leans in conspiratorially. Damn knees are acting up again, can't hardly sleep. Account of the aches, let me tell you. I'd take an arrow in the leg any day. If you're going over to the kitchen later for a bit of grub, a bottle of brandy from the wine cellar would make me a happy man. Gideon shifts as if to emphasize his stiff knees. But first, don't keep Lyra waiting any longer. Talk to her first, and I'll be here for later. Let's equip the lantern. Climb up that wall? Nope, can't climb. He's a puppy dog. Pet the dog. Oh, that's Lyra. Let's go talk to Lyra. Oh, we gotta go explore. Alright, let's talk to Lyra, I guess. A woman stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of a graceful, coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she is the new master-at-arms for House Baron. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful. Greetings, Karsten. Master Cato welcomes you back to House Baron. The master is eager to meet with you and is ready at your leisure. However, if you wish to refresh yourself first, he suggests you visit the kitchen for some food, and then perhaps walk the grounds and gardens. Very well, I shall explore a bit. Excellent. Though I'm sure you still know your way around the grounds, the kitchen is in the building to the east. and the guarding and hedge mage is to the west. Come back and check in with me once you've stretched your legs. Alright. Let's go to the kitchen to the east. You enter the kitchen, and a pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It's also much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind, red-faced, and tending a shink of lamb. Reminisce. You remember the matronly woman as she sat, humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in a childhood where such qualities were few and far between. Go to Magda. Magda clasps you gently with her tubby hand. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As daughter to the Master at Arms for the great House Baron, you did not go wanting, materially, at least. Thank you. Magda looks at you with kind eyes as you pick at the bundle. He's here again, down in the cellar. He's not so good, my child, sleeping now. But it would be best if you got him to bed, afore his men see him like this again. The knot in your stomach is as real now as it was when you were 12. I'll go get him. Don't worry. He won't make a fuss. He just needs time, you know, Karsten. Deep wounds take a long while to heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumed her meandering humming. The sound of a man clearing his throat snaps you back out of your reminiscing. May I help you, my lady? The man in a chef's outfit offers in a hoarse voice. I want wine. Huh? A cooking thing? Oops. Empty bottles litter the floor of this room. You chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff in their wine-tasting sessions. No doubt much revelry has taken place here. Then a cool gust of air from the passage to the north. The wine cellar lies that way, and you can almost hear faint sobbing. Ghosts, no doubt. Ooh, some cured ham. Lots of cured ham. Like all the cured ham. Need to find some wine. You're gripped by a long hidden memory upon entering this part of the cellar. You sealed it away, but in doing so preserved its strength, and now it demands freedom. You can still recall smelling him before you can make out his writhing shape in the dim light of the cellar. Mistress Valeria, open the door! Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings. How could they take her? Her chambers were locked from inside. Where is she? Try to shake some sense into him. Your father jolts upright, bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness. We found her wandering the forest outside the estate. Mistress Valeria, help him stand. Haltingly and leaning heavily on you, your father manages to stand. She was never the same. Whatever happened broke her. It was the girl, you know? The seed was planted in Valeria that night, but how could you know? You were but a babe yourself. You helped lead this now sobbing man out of the cellar. Stop it, father. Lord Cato trusted me, and I failed him, but Valeria was the one to pay the price. Mine broken, and that spawn of a child. Your father's voice seethes with fury. Enough! Don't talk back to me, you bastard. What do you know about honor? As much as your harlot mother? Your father steps away from you, unsteadily, tears streaming down his contorted face. Shut up, shut up, shut up! You draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory. Your knuckles white. You're alone in the damp cellar. I don't particularly feel like dwelling there. Oh yeah, we got some brandy. Got some, getting that cheddar. Alright. Sweet. Got some food to eat. I have your medicine, old man. Ah, that's some fine foraging, young whelp. Before you can get a word in, Gideon snatches the bottle, uncorks it, and drinks deeply. The old man, eyes closed in relief, lets out a deep sigh. May your dreams sleep be dreamless. He speaks as if to himself. May your sleep be dreamless. Gideon smiles sadly. An old soldier's greeting, something one mercenary would say to another, as a prayer to not dwell on painful memories. The kind that comes with the work your father and I. Gideon halts momentarily and looks at you. Your father and I would always part with those words. Now I've held you long enough. Be on your way. Alright, I'll be on my way. I don't have to yell, Gideon. You stand before the gate to the hedge maze. It stirs old feelings about the dread and elation. The sounds and smells of the state grounds, as they were long ago, call to you from distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into their depths. Let yourself go and remember. Which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from rebels again? Embla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She's 10 years old, and you're a year her senior. Let's play hide and go seek in the maze. I'll hide. You faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. You better run, Star Child. Only my mother ever calls me that, Embla says, frowning. Where did you hear it from? Before you can reply, she flings another pine cone at you and darts off into the maze. Give chase. You hear a man's voice yell Embla's name again, much closer now. Either way, she's lost to you in the winding passages of the hedge maze. Your memory tugs at you, urging you to the center of the maze. You stand at the center of the maze. It feels much less impressive than you remember. The ornamental pond was once an ocean, the rock at its heart a windswept island. You found me, daydreamer. You remember the tone of her voice, and can almost see the impish 10-year-old girl wading through the pond. Why do you always come here? I like the water, it's so calm. Embla shoots you a mischievous look. You notice the faintest tang of ozone. She makes a slow motion hop through the water, her fingers trailing the pond surface, where water and skin meet. Strange colors bleed and spread across the surface. Embla, you'll get in trouble, stop it! Embla moves her fingers across the water surface like a painter's brush. Colors spill across the pond, and for a sleeping moment, you fancy that you can see cloud-topped mountains. Or was it the ramparts of an impossibly large city reaching towards the heavens? The silence is shattered by a shout, along with the beguiling images. Mistress Embla, the master requests you in the house immediately. That's my father, something's wrong. It's mother, she's ill again. I think I cause it with what I can do. It poisons her mind. How long until mother isn't mother, or until father isn't lord, or your father isn't master at arms? How long will any of it last? I don't know. No one does. Do you ever feel like everything is a lie? Like there's a veil that covers everything? But in some parts, it's thin enough to see through? Embla starts as your father steps breathily into the enclosed garden. He's red-faced from exertion and anger. Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole state is looking for you. Your mother is ill and needs you now. Say nothing. Your father shoots you a stern glance. I'll deal with you later. Embla says nothing as your father grabs her by the arm and hauls her past you. Back to the house. She doesn't meet your eyes as you pass. Finding yourself back in the present, a chill has crept into your bones. You best move on. Alright, I'm gonna move on. I found the center of the garden. I say, I'm quite lost. Let's go this way. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else in here. Just remembering part of the storyline. The storyline's very, 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 very in-depth. Let's go talk to the Lord. You'll find the kitchen in the eastern end of the courtyard, the garden and hedge mazes to the west. And I needn't remind you that it's a poor idea to enter the maze without a lantern. Have a good evening, milady. Are you ready for the Master Kato, or do you wish to wander around a bit more? Have you eaten, or perhaps seen the head mage? The darkness does not scare you? Yeah, I need to eat some food. Huh. Go to the kitchen, I guess. The chef offers a short bow and a tired but sincere smile. I am Chef Armand, and my humble kitchen is at your disposal, my lady. Sadly, I was told of your arrival only minutes ago, and my oven must be fired up again. You must be famished. Indeed I am. My suggestion is thusly, whilst I stoke the fire, you run down in the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melted cheese sandwich, and you shall never want for an evening meal for as long as you live. Very well. Splendid. The pantry is west of the wine cellar, and the cheese is kept in the northmost room. Return when you have the cured ham and cheddar, and I shall provide bread and instructions. Now venture forth into the underworld. So this is the quest of the sandwich, a sandwich quest to learn how to make a sandwich. Chef Armand wanders back and forth, tending the fire and keeping his kitchen tidy. He has the gait of a man who has been on his feet for far too many hours. I have the ham and cheese. Perfect. First of all, here is some bread. Now, the cauldron is quite empty and just warm enough for you to use. Remember, you need both the bread, ham, and cheese to make the perfect sandwich. Now go give it a try and bring me the result. I shall see if you have it in you. Alright, let's go cook a sandwich. Cheese sandwich. There we go. Raft. Chef Armand wanders back and forth, tending the fire and keeping his kitchen tidy. He has the gait of a man who has been on his feet for far too many hours. Present the sandwich for inspection. Armand wafts the scent of the grilled sandwich towards his nose. Ah, the crust of the bread, the softness of the cheese, the savoriness of the ham. Perfection. You shall indeed never again go hungry in the night. Alright. We did the sandwich quest. Let's go talk to her. There you are. If your nostalgia is appeased, the master will see you now. Yes, let's go see Kato. Very well. If it pleases you, the master is in his office, just ahead. And note, once you meet with the master, things may move quickly, and you may not have another chance to walk the grounds. Yes, I remember the way. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face, and she beckons for you to lead the way. The opulence is faded, the shadows longer. Hello. Clearly, much has changed since the last time you were here. I didn't come here to reminisce. Flanking the doorway are two marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the two women depicted fills you with sadness. Gonna be on my way. I don't want to be sad. I'm gonna go talk to Kato. He's in the office. Straight ahead. Kato Baron sits tall in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember, and with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he's lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. You take a seat across a formidable desk from him. His study, like the rest of the villa, is half lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It's a mercy to see you again. Your own woman, and in your prime, Kato says before a frown consumes the smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love. But perhaps, together, we can yet improve our collective circumstances. Why have you summoned me? Embla is missing. Kato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now I beg of you, Costin, help me find my daughter. Help her return home, where she belongs. What's happened to her? She left without notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles, Idra. She went of her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it. Kato begins to glower. Since then, however, there have been reports, grave ones. Reports? No one, and no word has left Idra in days. Rumors has it even, the Imperial augurs are in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me, one way or another. Any idea why she left? Something has been building in her for years, an aptitude of sorts, but I suspect you already knew. In any case, it's grown much stronger lately, and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she is looking for answers. What am I to do? Hire mercenaries, travel to Idra, and begin your search in the port of Horin. From there, I trust you do what needs to be done, spare no cost. Just bring back my daughter. Mercenaries? Yes, if nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. That is why I have summoned a Roland Grey-Eye to me, a crude but effective sellsword that I have made good use of before. He shall accompany you on this task. Roland Grey-Eye. The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew. I'll take it into consideration. Kato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching. I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortune, materially and in honor. What say you? Very well, for my family's name. Kato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remember. Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence. Just let me get on with it. Cato stands with poorly concealed effort. And Karsten, you stand and meet his gaze. Return her to me. There's no other outcome of this affair. You have my word, Cato. Eve. Chapter 1. Oh shit. What? We're right here? We have no inventory anymore? What's that? Oh yeah, we lost everything. Everything we had. Looks like a rock over there. Water blocks the path. Slowly, you drag yourself from the cold water onto the relative safety of solid rock. You try and fail to stagger forwards, as exhaustion washes over you in a great black wave. Oblivion takes you before you hit the rocky ground. Pass the fuck out. Oh yeah. You're awoken by the cacophonious cries of gulls circling you. Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. The large white birds gather around you in eager anticipation. What a magnificent feast your blooded corpse would make. Not today. Minutes or perhaps hours pass as you lay unmoving, trying desperately to will some warmth back into your body. Finally, you manage to force your eyes open. By some miracle, you are not only alive, but you find yourself on the shores of the cursed island of Idra. Strewn around you is the wreckage of the Zephyr. You see no other survivors. Lest you find equipment and companion soon, you may have cheated death in vain. Your character is critically injured. This means you have taken enough damage to reduce both your vitality and wounds. The green bar under your character's portrait represents your vitality score. Vitality is a buffer to your wounds, and as long as you have vitality left, you won't take serious wounds damage. Vitality is easily lost and easily regained. Potions and healing magic restores vitality, even during combat. The second purple bar represents your wounds. Losing wounds is much more serious than losing vitality. Reaching 0 wounds means your character falls unconscious. Wounds can also only be recovered by resting or leveling up. Try to avoid taking wound damage at all costs. Whenever you take wound damage, you gain an injury condition. As indicated by the icon on the portrait, injuries confer serious penalties to your character and can only be removed by resting. A party full of injured party members has its combat effectiveness severely reduced. Making camp and resting is the surest way to restore an injured character. Note that resting is not possible in every location, so plan accordingly. You can also rest at inns when you find them. We found stuff. This is the camp screen. Use it to feed the party and select camp activities for the party members before resting. Fully recover from injuries. To fully recover from injuries, your party members must be well fed. Normally, 10 points of food is required per party member to recover to 100%. Add food from your inventory by double-clicking it. Also need to select camp activities for your party members. These provide bonuses based on your character's skills. Camp activities. I'm too heavily wounded. Smile, smile, flowers, hearts, hearts, hearts. Thank you. Restores 12 to 18. That buttons and a cracked wine jug. Gold. We're gonna consume one of those. There is something up there too. God, we are jacked the fuck up. We just crashed on this island. See vegetables up there. Go swimming. Oh shit. What's going on? Wading out of the freezing surf, you lose your footing on the slick stones and fall heavily to the ground. There is a sudden blur of movement in the corner of your eye, and as you frantically try to get up to your feet, you slip again. Standing above you on a large rock is a young woman dressed in nautical guild livery. Wet auburn hair clings to her face in the cold wind. Magi's balls, I was sure I was the only one to make it ashore. The woman leaps from the rocks and helps you back on your feet. Looking you up and down, she fetches a wineskin from her belt and offers it to you. The skin is nearly empty save for a last mouthful of brandy. You drink it down greedily, and slowly you feel a modicum of warmth creep into your bones. You recognize the young woman's face now. She must have served on the Zephyr. What's your name? Katiana, my name. The crew calls me Kat, or rather they did, I suppose. She looks up and down the beach with a furrowed brow. Listen, you have to get up. We need to get off this beach before you freeze. Or worse. Worse? There's something wrong about this place. Can't you feel it? Like a taste in your mouth. And there are beasts. Huge sea creatures I ain't never seen before. Saw them dragging the dead crewmen into a cave west of here. At least I hope they were dead. Cat shudders. Well, what do you suggest? We need supplies and shelter first. There might be salvage to be had among the wreckage on the beach. I also think I spotted the chimney of a house just north of the cliffs. A warm fire and some food would go a long way. Cat offers you her hand and drags you to your feet. She looks pensively towards the west. Also, as I said, there's a cave west of here. I think the crabs dragged off most of the corpses there, but what if they're not all dead? Might be other survivors like you and me. What's more, there's a chance one of the officers was carrying the seal when the boat sank. If we can find it, the Nautical Guild would give anything to have it returned to them. Captain Seal? It's a medallion of sorts. That is carried on every guild vessel. Not just for show either. They say the seals are forged by the Magi, and that they have secret powers. But I don't know nothing about that. All I know is the guild pays well to have one returned if a ship is ever lost. It's always worn by one of the officers, but I don't think the captain had it on him when the fight broke out. Might have been the first mate was carrying it, and I think he was still alive when the ship sank. So I would say that cave to the west is where we should start looking. You ready to go? Yes, let's go. Good, I found this bow in a cargo crate. The best find you a weapon too as soon as possible. I suspect we'll need it before long. Together, you begin to move off the beach and towards whatever darkness dwells in the island's interior. First reaches level 2. Vitality +5. Got 3 points. She needs points too. Cat is now level 2. She's a level 2 thief. That's a good choice of stuff. A barrel here. Oh, the wreck picker. A lanky man with skin like sun-dried leather stares slack-jawed at you. He's dressed in rags and with a wide-brimmed hat and large bundle of scraps slung over his shoulder. Do Basilo's eyes deceive him? More ghosts? Or did the sea spit you back out alive? Not many are that lucky. Your eyes fall on the crude spiked club that hangs in his belt. Who are you? Basilo makes his living picking at what the mother of maelstroms does not swallow. And it's been rich pickings as of late, crates and barrels, and even the odd fleshy morsel. The man bears a row of blackened teeth, and what you assume is a smile. Rich pickings? Listen here. Basilo has a proposal for you. The man smiles, and in greedy anticipation, shores bursting with bounty today. Man can make a fortune if he sets his mind to it. Better yet, no need for Basilo to risk his hide. You seem fit enough. I've got coin, I'll buy whatever you bring me. Might even have a piece or two to sell if you're interested. Just beware of them clippers. Very well. Basilo will be warming his bones up at the old abandoned farmhouse right behind us. Find me there. We'll see. The old man slinks off into the fog, heading north, as his form dissolves into the nothingness of the mist. You can hear him muttering to himself excitedly. Oh, I can climb down. Death or glory? What are those? A dire hound. Let's begin. One, two, three, four. Oh, come on. Like big whiffa. Alright, we gained 167 experience. We got some hound ears. What do we got up here? Oh, we got some onions. I'll pick all those onions. What do we got up here? Cauliflower? What's this? A body lies broken up a upon the ground. Thought it has been gnawed by hounds. Seems clear that this person fell or jumped from the cliffs above. Yeah, but can I loot it? I'd like to loot the body. A blood-curdling howl cuts through the fog. Whatever its source, it's not far away. That sounds dangerous. Wonder if she has any spells? And feats. It's got no points. I got 2 checkered tunics. Star spawn. Used in potion of cure disease, potion of strength. Used in lesser tonic of vitality, potion of stone skin. Used in baked onions, farmer's omelette, fried steak, and meat skewers. We need to equip this dagger. And I think we need to rest. I think, yeah, we're gonna forage. He's still injured. Let's rest some more. Oh, what time is it? Gonna rest some more. Alright, it's daytime now. Alright, so supposedly up here there's a... oh, there's a howling. The small farm is overgrown and derelict, and it appears to be abandoned. At one point, you muse... this must have been a quaint place. A good spot to raise a family, perhaps? Suddenly, as if summoned by your very thoughts, the faint but unmistakable sound of children's laughter is carried on the wind. The sound is oddly distorted with a strange echoing quality, and for some reason it chills you to your bones. The sound is interrupted by a woman's cry of pain, or perhaps sorrow. Oh, get some pumpkins. I'm gonna take all those pumpkins. Let's take these. Beds and inns. Keep an eye out for beds or inns to rest in while adventuring. While resting at an inn or in a bed, you have the option to manage your party. This means you can choose what characters get to be part of your main party and who should wait in camp. Camp followers do not earn XP and never participate in combat. Alright, we gotta talk to this guy again. There's the one who cheated Mother Maelstrom and loaded with trinkets for old Baslo, perhaps. There might be some fine coins in it for you. The old man shakes a worn leather pouch at you that clinks with the sound of coins. Stay as long as you like, just don't drink the water in the well. The fireplace casts a warm glow across the piles of old fish bones, broken furniture, and strange trinkets that litter the ruined home. Basilo hums contentedly to himself. Let's trade. So we don't need that. Or a goblet. Ooh, I'm raking in the dough now. Got 17 gold. Oh, I can get a crude longsword, -1 accuracy though. 24 gold. Oh, shield would be helpful. For 16 gold. Oh, no, we definitely need a lantern. Gotta get a lantern. Priorities. So we can actually see. The chest ahead of you is wet and covered in seaweed. It also looks familiar. Instantly, you realize this is your luggage from the Zephyr. It had been stowed too well to get to during the mutiny, but by some miracle, it made it to shore, or it must have been salvaged. Better yet, the combination lock remains sound, meaning the content of the chest is likely still unmolested. You best not be getting any ideas with my property, little fishy. Basilo growls as he eyes you suspiciously. I think you mean my property, Basilo? What old Mother Maelstrom saw fit to bequeath upon me, eyes keeps. Basilo's eyes narrow as he fiddles the strap of his club. Then again, that's not to say I mightn't be willing to make a deal with you. What do you have in mind? See, there's this man, a stargazer he is. Came here a few days ago. Perched himself on that cliff right over there. Basilo points to the cliff that rises over the beach to the east. Thing is, he was carrying something I can hardly put into words. It's like a tube with glass in it that you used to look at the stars and such. Oh, a telescope? Hey, that's what he called it. Old Basilo would love to have it if you can get your way up to where he made camp. There's meaning in the stars, you see. Old wisdom and such. And don't fret, Basilo saw big old fat crows circling near the camp. I'll bet Basilo's eye that the stargazer's dead, rotting, and his telescope's just waiting to be salvaged. I'll see what I can do. Alright. Well, I think that might be a good place to stop it. Hope you've enjoyed some Skald against the Dark Priory. It's a pretty interesting game. If you haven't yet, check it out. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe and like the video. And subscribe so you can see the next time I play Skald or any of the other games I play. If you like games, I like games too. And thanks for watching. Take it easy. It's easy.